At my age, you know I've been to a lot of doctors. Healthcare partners, they really care. They're concerned about your health. They're all the best. I am Roberta, and I am a healthcare partner. Visit hcpnv.com to hear my story.
News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349. News is also brought to you by the St. Therese Mission, a future venue for cultural and environmental events near Pahrump. Get involved. Visit us at sttheresemission.com or call 702-507-4172.
Tonight on News 46, firefighters respond to a home on the south end of town.
One woman escapes injury after rolling her car.
And hundreds of people walk for hope to end cancer. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell and Jason Koblenz. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Monday, May 20th, 2013. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Jason Koblenz.
Fire crews and deputies were dispatched to a structure fire this morning off Oak Ridge Street. A structure fire occurred on Homestead off Thousand Air this morning, approximately 9 a.m. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue arrived on scene along with Nye County Sheriff's deputies to find one home who appears to have a gas station in front of it and also memorabilia from gas stations around the property. The smoke and fire appears to be coming from underneath the structure. All occupants exited the home while Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue extinguished the blaze. Rescue crews also removed items that were on fire underneath the home, which appears to be part of the air conditioning system and insulation. No one was injured in this fire. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue are investigating the cause of the blaze. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
One lucky driver escaped injury after rolling her vehicle this afternoon on Highway 160 and Jenny Street.
Tonight's accident report is brought to you by Stovall & Associates. Don't expect insurance companies to have your best interest in mind. Stovall & Associates cares. Let us help you if you have been involved in an accident.
We were dispatched right before 3 p.m. for a one-vehicle rollover with the report of a person trapped within the car. Upon arrival, we found the accident scene was a little bit further north than originally reported, but as you can see, we have a vehicle that's resting on its side. We did a quick scene assessment, determined we could successfully extricate the person by stabilizing the vehicle first and simply removing the windshield using hand tools. That was completed without incident. The person was brought out safely. In fact, they were actually found standing in the vehicle and complaining of no apparent injuries. So it made the extrication much easier for us today. Medical evaluation confirmed that they don't want to be treated or transported to go to the hospital.
Just one occupant only in this vehicle?
Yes, one occupant.
And no other vehicles involved?
Not that I'm aware of. It'll be investigated by NHP. The Sheriff's Office is here with us now, assisting with scene control and scene management pending the arrival of NHP.
You have Rescue 15 here, which you use a lot for extrications, right?
Yeah, again, the initial report was that there was a person trapped in the vehicle, and so Rescue 15 is considered our heavy rescue, which is dispatched on such calls.
Do you know if the person was seatbelted in at the time of the accident?
I don't know that. That'll be some of the information we'll be gathering on the EMS report.
And two vehicles collided Sunday afternoon on Homestead and Kingsway. A two-vehicle accident occurred on Saturday afternoon on Homestead near Kingsway. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue arrived on scene along with Nye County Sheriff's deputies, as well as Rescue 15, for this accident that appears to have been caused when a maroon sedan entered onto southbound Homestead, hitting the back of this pickup truck. Both occupants were checked out on scene by emergency crews. The man inside the pickup truck allegedly hit his head on the back window, breaking the window when the accident occurred. Traffic was blocked temporarily while the investigation was being conducted by Nye County Sheriff's deputies. Both occupants refused to be transported to local medical facilities. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Well, coming up after the break, listen closely if you use health-related apps on your phone.
health apps up for debate.
It brings information to me.
I think we need to be cautious.
Find out what's going on right now that will determine how the government controls them. Next in Prescription Health.
Join us at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino with the #1 gaming experience and entertainment. The Pahrump Nugget has the #1 dining experience at Stockman Steakhouse, Golden Harvest Cafe, and the Gold Miners Buffet. Come get your game on at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Children's Dentistry of Pahrump, specializing in sedation dentistry, now accepting adult patients. Call now for free IV sedation with dental implant, 751-2184.
When it comes to our smartphones and tablets, many of us are absolutely obsessed with apps. Tens of millions are downloaded every day, and some experts project more than 50 billion app downloads in 2013. While most of us use apps for entertainment or exercise, some health apps serve a much more serious purpose. Now the question is, how should they be regulated? Andrew McIntosh has the story.
This health tip is brought to you by Humana.
Visit our local office in the Pahrump Valley Junction Shopping Center or call 775-727-0871.
Good girl.
An app to spot ear infections.
There we go.
An app that turns your phone into a mobile heart monitor.
Patient specimen here.
An app in the works that helps detect tumors.
We consider this actually to be one of the world's smallest cancer diagnostic systems.
More and more, doctors are using their smartphones and tablets as tools to help patients. A recent survey found in 1 year, the number of doctors who collected data at the bedside with mobile devices went up from 30 to 45%. Doctors using devices to capture visuals of patient data increased 14%, and those who monitored data from medical devices climbed by 7%.
Heart rate, pulse oximetry, and blood pressure.
Anesthesiologist Dr. Brian Rothman can observe up to 4 operating rooms at once with VigiView.
These are tilt, pan, zoom cameras.
The app he helped create allows him to keep track of patients' medication, vital signs, and get notifications if those vitals go out of range.
We have such a demand to be everywhere for our patients. It brings information to me.
But some question the safety and privacy of health apps.
I think we need to be cautious.
Clinical consultant Debbie Gregory specializes in technology planning for hospitals. She has some concerns.
We have to remember there's a patient behind all that data and behind those devices. How are we going to regulate these? Who's going to be regulated?
The FDA put draft guidelines in place for health apps in 2011, and today many are FDA cleared, but there are still no final guidelines. 3 days of hearings were recently held to debate what medical apps should be regulated and the FDA's role.
A new framework to do that should be created.
FDA's Office of Device Evaluation Director Christy Foreman testified.
While many mobile apps carry minimal risk, others can pose significant risk to patients if they don't operate correctly.
The agency proposed regulating a small subset of health apps that turn mobile devices into medical devices. For example, an app that allows smartphones to take a diabetic's blood glucose reading may have to get approval. But apps considered low risk, like those containing general medical information, will not be regulated. Dr. Rothman and Gregory agree the new proposed rules are a step in the right direction as the health app trend continues to grow.
It's really transforming healthcare as we see it today.
But we'll have to wait and see if that step really does benefit patients. I'm Andrew McIntosh reporting.
We have more sophisticated controls where we can zoom in. The FDA plans to put the new health app regulations in place by October 1st. After that, officials say they will put a list of approved health apps on the agency's website.
And an anonymous tip led Las Vegas Metro officers to the arrest of the men suspected in the death of a teenage boy and the theft of his iPad. Arrested are 21-year-old Michael Solid and 18-year-old Jacob Dismont in the death of 15-year-old Marcus Arenas. They are charged with open murder, conspiracy to commit robbery, and robbery. The theft and accident happened shortly after 4 p.m. on Thursday when Arenas and a friend were walking as a man exited his vehicle and attempted to steal the iPad from Arenas. The boy refused to let go of the device. He was dragged by the vehicle and died shortly after.
Tornadoes destroyed homes and tossed trees around like toothpicks as powerful storms ripped through Oklahoma and the Midwest on Sunday and Monday. An estimated 300 homes were damaged or destroyed across Oklahoma yesterday. 2 men, both in their 70s, were confirmed dead as a result of a tornado that hit Shawnee. As many as 28 tornadoes were reported in Oklahoma, Kansas, Illinois, and Iowa, with Oklahoma and Kansas the hardest hit. Today's the estimate much more damage and possibly more fatalities. They estimate that more than 171,000 people could have been in the path of the storm.
Well, Powerball officials were pretty confident that there would be a winner in Saturday night's giant jackpot, and they were right. A single ticket sold in Florida, and it has a winning number for the top prize estimated at $590.5 million. Ticket sales accounted for up to 80% of all possible number combinations. Officials say that the winning ticket was sold at Publix supermarket in Florida. Powerball.com said the winner means the current estimated jackpot resets at $40 million or $25.1 million in cash value. The numbers drawn Saturday were 10, 13, 14, 22, 52, and Powerball 11. The frenzy over the tickets resulted in long lines across the country, including a 5-hour wait at the Prim location just across the Nevada state line.
The First Choice Pregnancy Center is the benefactor of donated diapers, baby wipes, and cash from Jmar Customs' annual diaper run.
Jmar Customs held their diaper run for the 5th year with one of the biggest turnouts they've ever had. Mike Barr explains more about the event.
The run is specifically to get money for the First Choice Pregnancy Center. And we were really happy. We had a great band this year, and the food we had enough food for 500, but we had about 250 show up. Last year we raised about $2,500 in cash and 6,000 diapers. This year we got $4,200 in cash and 14,000 diapers. If people don't know, a biker run is for people that ride motorcycles. It's just they need a reason to go somewhere and something to do, because it's just no fun to drive in traffic. So most of your cities have charities, and most of your biker groups will get involved with a local charity. And ours just happens to be the First Choice Pregnancy Center, and they take care of young mothers. You know, they get pregnant when they're really young, and they're poor, don't have any money, and so they supply everything that the infant needs from the time they're born until about 5 years old. And of course, right in the very beginning, the first 6 months, they needed a lot of diapers. Yeah. So that's where the diaper run comes from. And every dime that we make on everything, 100% of it goes to them.
The run started at Jmar Customs and continued to many businesses. For those who would like to join the diaper run for next year, Mike has some advice.
If anybody wants to get involved, do it early. You know, we have it the 1st of May every year, and we accept all the help we can get. And the number here at Jmar Customs, if they'd like to just call, is 751-2266.
And coming up after the break, the Relay for Life and some new studies in cancer research.